Tonight from, of course, he was at the Eastern Museum today, but someone who came in from halfway across the country to be with us again here in Pennsylvania, none other than Doug Wolfgang. Doug, we welcome you to Lincoln. I know it's been a long time since you've seen the Pigeon Hills.
I think it was 23 years ago since I was here. That's been a long time. It's changed a lot. It really looks like a nice facility. I don't remember nothing being out back. No guardrails on the bottom. Track perfect. I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're glad you're here. We knew you went through a lot of bizarre developments trying to get here with flights and cancellations and misconnections and everything else, but I know that everyone at the museum appreciates the effort, and it's just great to see you back in PA. You've got a ton of fans here.
I appreciate being here, but you know, people say I got a ton of fans, and I do. But all them ton of fans are just like me, an old fart now.
You
got food, but
except for the ladies, they're all staying young.
They're staying young, so there you go. You covered yourself well. You have, although you no longer drive, you stay very involved in racing.
I do. I got a shop at home, and we built a couple hundred cars over the last 12, 14 years, and mostly sprint cars. And about 3 years ago, my son started to race a little bit, and so I like going with him. I was never a mechanic, and I'm the world's worst, but and to prove that, I've screwed him up pretty good several times. So he's running out of Knoxville, Iowa, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota, in a couple different cars, and he's doing all right. But he needs a better mechanic, but I'm still learning.
You're still learning as a mechanic. Well, you were one heck of a driver, I'll tell you that. Lynn's told many stories today. Got a chance to get up to the museum. You've seen the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum. How's the Eastern Museum stack up?
Equal, if not better. I really enjoyed being there. There's a lot of unbelievable stuff inside. I've seen 100 people today that I hadn't seen in 25 years, and the experience was well worth it. I'm glad he asked me to come out. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it was great having you. Of course, you were the keynote speaker for the Hall of Fame banquet for the York County Racing Club just a few years back, and there are people still talking about that. You did a great job.
I did. They fired me. I thought I was so bad that they got rid of me. No, I appreciate being there. That was fun, too. And those are about... when I left out here to go back and run World of Outlaws, and then I got injured in 1992, I left here in 87, and I've only been here one time since then, other than that time at the York County Race Club and today. So it's really fun to be out here and see people that I used to know 25 or 30 years ago, and it's just fun.
I know that people, and it's been a while since you've been here racing, but they still talk about all the great seasons, and in particular, two of them where you won so many races. I think 54 was the one year you won 54 races in Bob Whiteman's car. That just boggles the mind. I don't know if it'll ever happen again.
Well, it was a different time, a different era, and there was a lot of different things. They didn't have rules on the tires, the wings, everything like that. And one of the reasons I came in here in the beginning to drive that car was because of Dave Brown and his son mechanics it. And as a driver, I could get cars to drive, and I'm not taking nothing against Bob and the Whiter family, but I could get cars to drive out, in the Midwest and on the World of Outlaw circuit, but I couldn't get cars with Davey Brown and his son mechanicing on them. And I was, as a driver, I was always interested in the mechanics, because like I just told you, I ain't no good. So I needed a good one with me. And those guys worked with, from the first time I drove their car, they worked with me well until I just got too homesick after 4 years, and I wanted to go on home.
Well, I know that you still stay in contact with lots of folks, including Lynn and lots of others. Lee Stauffer told us today up at the museum. He calls you every once in a while for some help.
Well, Greg Hodden helped me after I left Whiteman's. Greg went out and helped me with the white 8D car for a full summer, so I've known Greg since he was 17, 18 years old. And Greg drives for Lee, and Lee used to help helped me when he was 14, 15 years old on wiper stuff. And so they call me a couple times a month or more even in the summertime. I enjoy hearing from them. They're full bore racing. They're into it 100%. I like to talk to guys like that. It's fun.
We were just out, there's a heat wave in the Midwest right now, and you're standing here in a jacket.
I'm glad I got this jacket because it is cold tonight. It's supposed to be 92 at home tomorrow.
92 degrees tomorrow. What's your thinking now? What's your thoughts after watching here at Lincoln tonight? How do they compare to when you were here?
The track looks identical and it looks great. I wish I could drive it. I'd love to go out there. I missed some of the heats, and I'm looking forward to watching Bob's grandson race, and so Bobby Allen. So me and Bob are still buddies from way back, and I'm looking forward to him making 2 laps.
Well, he's going to make a few. He is going to be one of the great drivers of the future, barring injury or any other circumstance. He is an outstanding driver, so you'll get a chance, I'm sure, to see him drive more in the years to come.
Well, he's got good blood, no doubt about it. Bob was one of the best of all time. He's a great innovator with building race car parts, and more so than all that, he's a great guy, and I like him.
Well, it's great to see you here tonight. We appreciate you coming to Lincoln to watch the races. We thank Lynn for bringing you down. Another day yet tomorrow.
Yeah, they're having that over at Lattimore Valley tomorrow, and if anybody wants to come, we should be welcome to have them. They're going to have a big auction and have a whole round table of race car drivers signing stuff, and Davey Brown's going to be there, and I think Keith Kaufman's coming up there, so a couple of my friends are going to be there too.
It's great to see you, one of the all-time greats. Best wishes to you and your son Rob with your racing endeavors, and thanks for stopping by and talking with us tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There he is.